Welcome to Justice, and thanks so much for being here. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro.
This is CNN Breaking News.
CNN has fired their star primetime anchor. We'll have more on this developing story within minutes. CNN has fired Chris Cuomo following a suspension earlier in the week. CNN releasing this statement a short time ago. Chris Cuomo was suspended earlier this week pending further evaluation of new information that came to light about his involvement with his brother's defense. We retained a respected law firm to conduct the review and have terminated him effective immediately. Former White House press secretary, co-host of Outnumbered, Kayleigh McEnany, joins me now. All right, Kayleigh, thanks so much for being with us this evening. You know what I think is so interesting about this is that Andrew Cuomo said in the beginning, or Chris Cuomo said about his brother, Andrew, he said, you know what, I just wanted to help my brother. I was just helping my brother. And CNN accepted that. Why did they accept it?
That's the optimal question, Judge, because CNN, make no mistake, they're not a noble actor in this. They have covered for Chris Cuomo time and time again. They let him bring on Governor Cuomo with that massive Q-tip, do these gloating segments where he all but praised him. It was such a conflict of interest. They allowed that. They give him a slight slap on the wrist when they learn he's advising his brother. They just admonished him verbally in a statement. They knew about this all along, and it took so many months for the firing to happen. And Judge, one point I want to make is rewind a year ago. I was in the White House with President Trump. We were made to watch these Cuomo press conferences where everyone said he was the gold standard. He was the king of knowing how to handle COVID. What a fall from grace now for Andrew Cuomo
and
now
brother.
For Chris Cuomo.
Yeah, and the other problem is that Chris Cuomo said, you know, I've already told you why and how I helped my brother. Now, obviously, he lied about that because CNN, there you have on screen that big Q-tip and the two of them having such fun.
Cringeworthy.
Really cringeworthy. So he lied when he said why and how he helped his brother. We know this from the Attorney General's release of information. So my question as a lawyer to you is this. Suddenly, CNN is now, oh my gosh, we got to let him go. You know, they bring in a law firm, they have to let him go. My sense is that because of his role, and we don't know all of it yet, but that Chris Cuomo and CNN might be vulnerable to civil lawsuits by some of the victims in the Andrew Cuomo case for CNN allowing and giving permission to Chris Cuomo to continue to act as his brother's advisor and strategist and trashing some of the women who had been assaulted or say they were assaulted by Andrew Cuomo.
I think that could certainly be the case. I mean, we know he was giving information about these accusers to different people. He said he never tried to smear them. In fact, he did. Also, Judge, I mean, he could have problems far beyond CNN. He told investigators in the state of New York, he said to them he had irregular contact with Melissa DeRosa. Melissa DeRosa said, no, we had regular contact. And then there were pages and pages and pages of text messages disproving. Yeah, exactly. So he has a lot of problems beyond CNN. I mean, this is someone who just from the Fredo incident all the way on down, just ethical blunder after ethical blunder. I mean, it's amazing.
It is amazing. And, you know, people's lives, though, were lost at this time where Andrew Cuomo and his brother Chris were, you know, pontificating about how great they were. And yet, to me, I mean, there is a whole other piece to this where Cuomo mandated seniors be returned to nursing homes. That, to me, is the ultimate crime where people died as a result of his actions. His actions, I believe, on behalf of hospitals and the Hospital Association to leave the hospitals open. And, you know, hopefully there'll be something that will go on in terms of consequences for Andrew there.
No doubt about it. That I agree with you is the single worst thing that either little Cuomo or big Cuomo, any of the Cuomo brothers did, because seniors died because of that. And he had the audacity, Governor Cuomo at the time, to blame, get this, President Trump.
Oh, yeah.
He blamed President Trump for that order. No, that was your order. You could find it. It's now been erased from the New York governor's website, but it used to be up there. You could find the order. He's responsible for that, and he should be held accountable. Yeah,
they're not as classy or ethical as people wanted us to believe. Anyway, Kayleigh McEnany.
I'm Chris Cuomo, and this is CNN.